Hey everyone, so this is the solution to my Caterpillar traffic jam puzzle. Hopefully you had a fun time solving it. Okay, so the first thing we notice is that this picture is a little bit cluttered. There's all of these different line segments going in all different directions. Now there are these groups of line segments where they're all connected. In this puzzle I am calling these groups of connected line segments caterpillars, so please bear with me for this. If we count the number of caterpillars in the image, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is a magic number for these puzzles because a lot of the times the solution will be a mnemonic phrase that is 12 words long. So hopefully, as soon as you count the number of these, that would seem like the correct way to go. And yeah, that's the correct way to go. The solution to this will be a 12-word mnemonic phrase. So after we know that that's what the solution will look like, we also know that for a mnemonic phrase, the order of the words matter. So in this puzzle, we have to figure out the correct order of these caterpillars. Now, the way I did this is by looking at these beginning, let's call them, these the heads of the caterpillar. So right here we have, this is its head, it has like 5 lines and 3 circles on those lines. This pattern is a progressive pattern, beginning with this caterpillar over here that just has 1 line. So this will be the first caterpillar. Let's see if we can find the second one. Yeah, here it is. Here's number 2 with 2 lines. Here's number 3 with 3 lines. Goes up through 5 lines, and then we start adding these circles onto the lines, and then for the last 2, I connect the circles with more lines, just to keep the progression going and to show a clear ordering of all the caterpillars. Okay, so we know that the solution will be a mnemonic phrase, and seems like we have a good ordering, or at least this is where you should be at this point in the puzzle, so we might as well continue. So far it sounds good. So if we look at the lengths of each of these caterpillars, for example, the first one is 4, the second one is going to be like 8. It seems like the length of the caterpillar corresponds to the length of the word in letters. That seems like a reasonable assumption, and I think we should go off of that. That definitely makes sense. Word seems like they're about the appropriate length of a word. So let's start with the first caterpillar here, with just the 1 line. Now, the way I designed this puzzle was that the letters can be solved for by looking at these number of diagonal tick lines coming off of the line segments in each caterpillar. So pretend we start at the beginning of this caterpillar right here, and pretend you're standing here and you're kind of looking down towards this next node of the caterpillar. So when you orient yourself in that direction, the tick marks on the right count as 5, and the tick marks on the left count as 1. So for example, this one here, this first letter, you'll have 1 on the right and 1 on the left, so that's 5 plus 6. Now the code for translating that into letters is fairly easy. I just set A equal to 1, B to 2, C to 3, all the way through setting Z equal to 26. So for this very first line segment on this first caterpillar, we have 1 on the right, 1 on the left, which is a total of 6. Number 6 is letter F, so that word number 1 starts with an F. Going on to the second segment, same thing as before, we pretend we're standing at the second node now, right here, and looking towards the third node. And between that, we have, from the perspective of standing on the second node, we would have 1 of these diagonal tick marks on the right and 4 on the left. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. That'll be an I. For the third one, we have 3 on the right, 3 on the left. That is 18. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 3 is 18. That is an R. Sorry, this hasn't been typing. There we go. F-I-R. This last one, we have 1 on the right, which is 5, which is an E. So word number 1 is fire. And at this point, you should be extremely happy because you found a word, everything would make sense, so you would be on the correct track for solving the rest of the puzzle. All right, let's do word number 2. So word number 2 starts on this caterpillar that starts on the node with 2 lines coming off of it. So now if we pretend we're standing here and facing this second node on the caterpillar, and we're looking towards it, we have 3 line segments on the left, which is 3 points. So the first letter in the second word will be C, which equals 3. All right, second letter, 1 on the right, 3 on the left. That's 8, which is an H. And the second word, if you look at it all, it turns out to be champion. And I'm sure you will go through and verify that I'm correct on these, but I'm not going to go through the whole thing right now. But the third word will be uphold. And that comes from this caterpillar here with just the 3 lines. Fourth word will be bunker. Fifth word will be defy. And that one's right here. Again, you see it's 4 letters. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, so that makes sense. After we get all 5 line segments, we start adding the circles. So number 6 will be this caterpillar here with 5 line segments plus 1 circle. That word is soap, another 4-letter word. Number 7 will be boy. That's the shortest one. That should be a 3-segment long caterpillar. Yep, right here. Starts here. 1, 2, 3. Word number 8, laptop. Number 9 is shoulder. Number 10 is thought. Number 11 is code. And number 12 is tank. There you go. This is the full solution. Enter this mnemonic phrase in myetherwallet.com and you would have accessed the wallet and received the 10 bomb tokens as a reward if you were the first person to solve it. This one took someone about 3 days to solve. I was thinking it would be solved a little bit quicker. I tried to make this one a little bit simpler than the previous ones I had made, but it definitely took some thought, which is good. I like it when people have to think about them for a little while. But this was, in my opinion, hopefully one of the easier puzzles, and hopefully it makes sense how that worked. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments and I'll answer them. But this is the final solution, this list of 12 words in that order. All right, have fun solving this puzzle and my other ones. Thanks for watching.